For whatever reason, and I'm going to admit that I was incorrect, I always thought of the Blink as being kind of a heavier knife, and I was completely wrong with that. It's only 2.2 ounces. Here we go now, though, talking about the Blink. I'm going to jump right into it. Philosophy of use. Well, it's just like the Flash 1. A perfection EDC blade. Heck, you could carry, I don't know, 2 of these on your person, no matter what system you're running. Backpacking, tactical, law enforcement, civilian EDC. You wouldn't even know you had them. This is close to it. This is a small knife. I already told you the weight at 2.2 ounces. Because it's so small, it kind of feels a little bit heavier than it is. It has a very stout and solid feel to it. In the realm of EDC, it is just as perfect as the SOG Flash 1. Almost. Still, I know it's just an ounce we're talking about here, but 1.2 ounces still blows my mind. It just blows my mind, especially for a blade of that size. Drop point, full flat grind, all that stuff I've raved about forever. EDC perfection. It's actually kind of intended as a gentleman's knife, a money clip knife. You can see the clip there. So someone who doesn't want to run with a wallet, in other words, you want to be not like George Costanza and his huge wallet. God, that was a funny episode. Run with a money clip. I didn't use it as that. I just clipped it in running the Blink over a period of about 2 months, and it was this blade that I carried, the black one. It will show a little bit of wear on it. There you go. That's philosophy of use. Oh, I'll throw in one more. How about a gift item? I'm sorry. It's affordable. It's an awesome gift item. It's basically the same speed as an automatic blade. You know, the autos are cool. They're fun. They're special. They have second kind of cool. This does too, to a certain level. And it definitely has the same speed as an automatic knife. It just doesn't have a dedicated deployment button. You're going to actuate it with a thumb stud, assisted opening. The blade is 2¼ inches in length, and it's 0.1 inches in thickness. Perfect, if you ask me. And if we compare it against its competition, which is its stablemate, the Flash 1, pretty much identical in that. And that'll take us to steel. Cryogenically treated AUS 8 is what they're currently making it out of. A superior choice. Maybe I shouldn't say superior choice, because there's a lot of great steels out there, and you guys know that I'm not really a steel snob. I want it to be rust resistant, I want it to hold its edge to an adequate level, and I want to be able to resharpen it without it pissing me off. In other words, that I don't want like working at a blade all night long to get an edge on it. That's just wasted time. You won't have any of those problems with the AUS 8. It is outstanding. Finer grain structure from the cryo treating. One of the very few production places that does that, especially at this price point. Well done, SOG. I love AUS 8, and this is true AUS 8, not a derivation of it. The blade shape is drop point, and it's stubby compared to some competitors, including the Flash 1. This is a great knife, though, and we're talking about the EDC POU, to just have on your person when you need to make a fast cut. And you remember what I say in a lot of my tactical folding knife reviews, that I don't like the bigger blades for EDC. To me, they're harder to maneuver. It's too much. If I'm cutting open a package, cutting some cordage, I don't know, cutting some type of whatever material, I generally don't want a knife this big, and I'm just using this and picking on it because it's here. The Hog, I'll call it the Hog, the Hogue EX01. It's big though. For me, too big for EDC. So when I do those reviews and I say I prefer a smaller blade, I'm thinking of the ones on the table. Specifically the Flash 1. I told you it's a reference standard for me. It has been since '08. Nothing's changed. The Blink goes right along with it for that. Great blade shape. Let's take a quick peek at the tip. I don't have a SOG box here. I do have a 22 Aguila subsonic box. We'll use that. Yeah, I've been shooting lots of subsonic lately. That's a perfection tip. Lots of belly in it. It's full flat ground as well. Oh my gosh, well done. I love this black tie-dye one. Good looking. It's a durable coating. It will last in my experience. It's not Teflon. Now we go into speed, and we'll start off with the thumb studs, which are ambi. Put that right there so you can focus maybe. No volcano issues on those at all. They're perfect. Perfect, perfect. Speed is a 10 out of 10. Easy on the Blink. And Chris was telling me that. He's like, man, you got to play with the Blink. It's addictive. And he's right. Lockup and strength on the Blink. Excellent. Now, one thing about the Flash series, I'm talking Flash 1 and 2, there is usually a slight amount of movement right here. It's been that way. You can tweak it out. It has adjustable pivot point. So does the Blink. Same lineage, same heritage. We're talking SOG here. A little bit of wiggle. Up and down, tiny amount. For whatever reason, I've never really criticized that in the Flash too much because it's such a lightweight and fast knife. You can tweak that out. You got to be careful though because you may slow it down. Let's check out the Blink. And we'll do the black version here. I don't detect any movement. And again, this is one I've been EDCing. Up and down. Very slight movement there. Got to be honest. No movement whatsoever in this one. Side to side or up and down. This is a brand new unused graphite gray Blink. I would say it's excellent. Maybe not perfection, but excellent. Handle material. Here comes a big plus, ergonomically speaking, of the Blink. Look at the width. Now that's thin. And I'm going to roll in a competitor at this time. We're going to show you the Kershaw Oso Sweet 1830, 2.8 ounce, $22 in an inferior steel, AUS6. This is a great blade. I reviewed it a long time ago. I love the Oso Sweet, but it's a fatter knife. Ergonomically, once you deploy it, maybe that's a good thing. You like it. It's more hand-filling. Carrying it, though, perhaps, depending on how much room you have in your pocket, this would carry better. You almost don't even know you have the Blink on you. It's so super thin. Now, ergonomically speaking, again, when we use it in hand, how's that work? I didn't find a problem at all. Again, it's an EDC blade. This isn't a bushcrafting blade or a long-term food preparation blade. It's one you're going to use, I don't know, just instantaneously when you need to make a cut. 6061 T6 handles on this, and there's some steel in there too. This portion right in the back, it is a lock back design, assisted opening lock back, and there's a safety, which by the way is completely unneeded in my estimation, but SOG puts them on there. They always have. They put it on the Flash series. Aegis series has it. That's just their company philosophy. They do that. But back to the weight, 2.2 ounces. Some of that weight is actually these steel components right here, which actually give the knife the strength and the lockup that it has. The handle scales themselves, though, are nothing but aluminum slabs. You might get some lint down there. You can blow it out with compressed air, so it's not a flow-through design. No jimping. Don't know if you need it. It's such a tiny knife. And I'll take us to clip. I actually love the clip on this. It's relatively deep carry. I gotta be honest though, the Flash one still blows it out of the water for deep carry. I mean, in this philosophy of use, I'm not trying to hide the knife. I'm trying to prevent losing it. Especially when I'm backpacking. Any handle that protrudes out of my pocket, brush will catch it and it'll flip it out and it's gone. I'm not saying that the Blink is, you know, the #1 choice for backpacking, but you're going to have this portion of the handle sticking out. That being said, it is a very strong clip, getting to maybe its money clip intentions. One screw only, but it attaches at the bottom of the handle here, so it's pretty rock solid and it's very low profile. No goofiness going on there. So overall, awesome design. I just wished it carried just a little bit deeper. And that'll take us to durability on the Blink. Well, let's look at the Flash 1 perhaps for that. I have about 5, I've even lost track how many Flash 1s I've purchased over the years. I have them integrated into various systems too because they're so lightweight. And all of them have just survived well. I've had no breakages, no problems. Oh, there is one, and I think I told you about this. I actually tweaked the bayonet clip, and I think I've even messed with this one, and I broke it because I was using some pliers on it, trying to tighten it up, and it's hardened stainless steel, so it can't really take bending that well. I broke it. I sent it back to SOG, and I had a replacement within 5 days. 5 days. That's SOG service lifetime warranty that they have on their knives. I love SOG. The Blink will be exactly the same when we talk about warranty, and perhaps even better since it's a full aluminum handle. There's no Zytel. I honestly don't see a huge difference in durability between Zytel and aluminum. Some guys might make the case that this will be a more rigid design. I think it's funny because it's such a tiny knife. I don't think it'll ever be called upon to do serious cutting. So torsional rigidity in the aluminum handle might be a little bit better than the Flash series. Durability, I will say, therefore, especially with the AUS 8 steel, it will rust on you. Watch out. That might be a case for going with the black tie-dye coating. A+ though, we get to value. Let's see, I'm going to ballpark values. I usually don't like doing this because they change over time, and guys lament it when they don't go out and buy the knife and then price goes up and they're totally bummed. Here we go though. I'm going to say the graphite gray around 34 bucks, and I will say the black version, if you can find it, they sell very well, around $38, maybe $40. Look in the upper right, that's my recommended retailer, and I might even save you more money off those prices. I use the clout of the TMP buying audience to get you those deals, by the way. So we are kind of a community in the Nut and Fancy project, and it stokes me when I can save you guys money. That's value on the knife. Let me show you some competitive offerings, if I can speak. Here comes a Dragonfly again. I reviewed this a while back, and I criticized it for having no jimping. I got skateboard tape here. They've since improved that. I said very few knives get the weight right. This one does. It's also 1.2 ounces, same weight as this Flash 1. I said it in the review. This is going to run about $32. I think the price has gone up on them though. It's also a lockback design. It's unassisted. This version has an integrated Zytel clip. That's a great choice. Very cool. It has a different blade shape though. I mean, it's, you know, the leaf blade, a little bit broader. Good tip on it. Here comes another SOG offering that I absolutely love. The Twitch 2. This is TW8, make sure I'm telling you right, -8 I think, can't read my own writing. An Aussate steel, 2.6 ounces, around $45. 2.6 ounces means it's very close, if not in most people's minds, identical weight to the Blink. Which one would you prefer between the two of these, Nut and Fancy? I love them both. I really do. I really love the Twitch. It has a little bit of longer cutting surface. The blade's narrower in width, which might give it a little bit more versatility in cutting, more reach in cutting. I'm talking just utility tasks. A little more handle to grasp onto. It is just slightly heavier though. I love them both. That's a Twitch. I already showed you the Oh So Sweet. That's another great option. That's an assisted opening knife. And I haven't kept track on if they upgraded the steel on this one. The AUS 6 steel is very soft, sharpens readily. This one sharpens really well actually. And once deployed, like I said, handles very ergonomic, very awesome. How about a Kershaw? Classic. This is royalty in the Nut and Fancy project, the Skyline. Lots of TMPers have this knife. Lots of TMPers. It's about the same weight. 2.4 ounces in the blade. Use the gray one for comparison here, is a lot bigger than the Blink. So perhaps you need to think on, and I'm not talking about buying, I say just go buy your Blink. You're going to use it. But when you go out in your daily tasks, you go, hey, I'm going to choose between the Skyline and the Blink, which one's best to carry? You might think, well, this does have a little bit more reach. It is hollow ground, not full flat grind. And now the steel is 14C28N, which is a good fine grained steel that I like. Kershaw proprietary choice. Another choice there. And let's see what else do I got. I'll just call it good. Couple competitive options right there. The Blink rocks. It is a gentleman's knife, and it carries, I find, really nicely in interior pockets of your pants pockets. I'm talking like if you're wearing a suit and you have a change pocket inside, the Blink is ideal for that because it's so flat and unobtrusive. It's a perfect work environment knife. That if you don't want to have it exposed, let people know that you're packing a blade, go with the Blink. Huge accomplishment, again, from SOG, making some of the best EDC knives in the world. That's the Nut and Fancy review. See ya.